so cute. Such a poor little thing. She's even prettier than her mama. But she's had it so rough.
Well, hello, Tabby. What are you doing here? I thought you were excited to finish that yardage you were weaving.
Yeah, I guess, but I'm just not in the mood.
Oh? Well, what's the problem?
Well, well, I know Linsong had a hard time with her mama running off and her papa leaving her here, and she's really pretty and sweet and all that, but, well, everybody in camp acts like she's made of porcelain or something, and a couple of the sisters made her a pretty dress, and Sarah's papa made new shoes for her, and Philip even took her on a horseback ride.
Oh? Oh, what was that?
Um, what was what? Well, I thought I saw something there behind you, but oh, yes, there it is again. The green-eyed monster.
What? What?
Well, don't you know about the green-eyed monster? No, I don't think I do. Um, well, many hundreds of years ago, there was a sweet little princess who was also cute and smart and kind-hearted. She shared her toys with cousins and friends and often invited some of the village children to come home to the castle and play and eat supper. Her parents were the king and queen, of course, and they loved her dearly and were very proud of her. They gave her everything she wanted, and her life was perfect until one day, what happened? Well, they gave her a gift she hadn't expected, a baby brother. Aw, an adorable baby brother. Yes, he was that, and that was the problem. Well, but why? Suddenly, instead of constantly praising the princess's blonde curls and sparkling green eyes, everyone spent at least half their time admiring the strong, handsome prince who would someday be king. The queen was so busy taking care of the new baby as well as her duties as queen, she actually asked the princess to help care for the baby. The princess was furious, but she kept her mouth shut and pretended to love her brother. And she waited. Um, Waited for what? For her chance to show everyone that she was the best in every way and that they didn't need him at all. Oh, well, that's awful. After a couple of years and nothing had happened to show everyone that the prince was not wonderful, but in fact was an obnoxious little pest, she began to break things and blame him for it and to tell lies about him. Still the king and queen doted on him as much as they did her, and by the time he was 4 years old she was at her wits' end. She pushed him down a steep hill and watched him tumble head over heels to the bottom. He was banged up but not seriously hurt. She told everyone that he was clumsy and stupid and that he'd tripped. But a few weeks later, she convinced him to play a game of hide and seek with her, during which she locked him in the dungeon, sending the entire kingdom into a frantic search until the next morning when the captain of the guard found him. Well, this time her parents realized what had been going on, and they were very upset. They were afraid she would actually hurt her brother, and so, even though they did love her, they were forced to send her away to her uncle's kingdom, where no one thought she was special in any way. Oh, well, but it was her own fault. Yes, but instead of learning her lesson, the princess became even more angry and vicious. She would go about whispering in the ears of those around her, telling them that they were being treated unfairly and that they should have more of what others had. Her spirit has continued to do that for centuries now, and that's why from then on she's been known as the Green-Eyed Monster. Tabby, dear, do you know the name of that princess? Yes, ma'am, I think I do. Her name was Jealousy. Yes. And little one, those who listen to her whispering have their lives ruined by anger and bitterness. They become as evil as she is, And that's exactly what jealousy wants. But Lady Shoshana, how do I stop feeling like this? Well, Tabby dear, anger and hatred and bitterness are not feelings. They, like love and joy, are choices. They are acts of our will. It's up to us to decide where to put our minds to control our lives. You should put your mind where you want it to be. In several places in His Word, God has listed jealousy with other dangerous sins. One of those is in Galatians chapter 5, starting about verse 20. He follows that with a list of good things His Spirit gives us instead of those sins. You can look it up. I will, Lady Shoshana, and you know what? Lynn's song is loyal and always generous and caring. I'd rather have her as a friend than any old green-eyed monster. Well, that's good, little one. Come, let's go to the weaving tent.